social coexistence is going to take a dive. It is only us who have allowed this to happen. I'm not comparing us with animals. I'm comparing us with our understanding of nature. They don't know any better but to abide by nature. It is we, the human animal, the human species, that constantly wants to do battle with nature, wants to mess with nature. And we always end up in a mess. And that's exactly what we have today, a social mess. The deterioration of that threesome, which comes in a package, is now causing mayhem in the workplace environment. It is causing thousands of lives every year, tens of thousands of injuries, and the waste of a massive level of money and resources, which then comes back to us in the cost of goods and services. That threesome is the foundation to the reliability of our performance in everything we do. Without that threesome, we can't be trusted to stick to procedures, regulations, and instructions. In the hospital system alone, there are many people die every year, not from injury and illness, but because people cannot stick to instructions, procedures, and directions. In Australia, we have reached a stage where it has become a threat to national security. The horse industry in Australia has just gone through a diabolical period. $1 billion loss. And it's come about because of equine flu, horse flu. Never before seen in Australia. How did it get here? Because of the erosion of that threesome. Employees in quarantine stations who couldn't stick to procedures, regulations, and instructions. The alarm bells are ringing. As I said, this is now a threat to national security. And we really need to take stock of where we're heading. If we don't do something about it now, we're going to reach a point where we have nothing to work with. As it is, if we don't do anything, we are facing something in 20 years' time that is 3 times worse than what we have today. How on earth are you going to pay for it? Where are we going to get to the resources to cope with something 3 times worse? Who would want to live in a community that is 3 times worse? With abuse, violence and sexual assault as bad as it is today. But there is a chance, and the only chance we have is by bringing the community together and asking the community what it wants to do and how it wants to do it. I designed a mechanism, community first structure, that will actually do that. And I'm hopeful that I get a chance to come and talk to you about that, because it's very exciting. Other structures have failed in the past because they lead from the top down. This one leads from the bottom up. The executive of Community First merely translates the community's viewpoint and instruction to bureaucracy. We can give you a facility of taking you to your own referendum on almost any issue at all, either as a whole of a nation, or state electorates, or even local government electorates. It is that flexible, and it's very, very secure. In Australia, we have a blue card. You can't do anything with children at all without this blue card. You go through an exhaustive police search on you to make sure that you're not an abuser in any way at all. But the mockery of that is that we don't have a blue card for parenting. You can have the worst abusers in the world having children. We produce laws on child abuse. And then we pay people who are hopelessly incapable of raising children to have them. At the same time, the abuse of women has reached the point today where we need a white card for non-abusive males. I mean, every woman should be asked a prospective husband for a white card just to let her know that she's in with a chance, at least. And we need colleges of social education today to start raising up the level of social education. See, the whole focus is on academic education, when social education is 50% of the equation. You can't get the best out of academic education without the social education to make it reliably and ethically happen. In the same way, politics focuses on the economy, not on social well-being. And social well-being is 50% of the equation again. So you see, we have no leadership. There is no structure there that is looking out for us on our terms as a community. We're inundated with minority interest groups, and they're all interested in their own purpose, and we have always been used in recent times as a laboratory for everyone else's experimentation. We have no say, but the community first structure could give you a say, and that's exciting. So I'm looking for the knight in shining armour, and we have to find the knight in shining armour, otherwise we're not in the hunt. It's the only means that we're going to improve our social condition, and it's the only way we're going to start raising the security of womanhood. What is the knight in shining armour? Well, it's an endangered species, and it's a very endangered species. So I'm on safari looking for the knight, and the knight of shining armour is the decency of man. And if you've seen it anywhere, I'd like to know about it, because we need to raise it up and take the place of the indecency of man in the decision-making process, in government, in the community in general. We must find the decency of man. The decency of womanhood is all the way around us. It's there in abundance. We don't have to go looking for that. But it's the decency of man that is going to change the attitude and direction of the indecency of man that's prevailed for so long. I'd like to thank Evolution Studios in Toowoomba, Australia, for their sponsorship of this documentary. And of course, a campaign like this can't happen without sponsorship. So I need your help. The Community First campaign applies to all Western society countries. America, England, New Zealand, Canada, we're all in the same community. It doesn't matter whether you say g'day, hello, or howdy. We belong to the same community. We suffer the same problems. And the solution is for all of us. If you would like to hear more of me or invite me to your locality, please do. I'd love to talk to you about the abuse of women problem and these other items here. As all politicians should be told, at least at some time of their career, the art in communication is in knowing when to shut up. So on that note, I would like to thank you all very much. Hope to see you, hope to talk to you at greater length, and God bless womanhood. Thank you.